Right, the first thing to do is to wash your hands. Always start with nice clean hands before you start your makeup, and it keeps everything nice and clean. Now the first product we're going to apply is the moisturiser, and this acts as a barrier between the skin pores and the foundation that you're going to apply. You can lock the moisture in and keep all the dirt out. Make sure you come down the neck as well as all over the face and over the lips and chin. If you've got time, it's best to let your moisturiser sink in for 2 or 3 minutes before applying anything else. Right, the next product we've got is the Skin Adjuster, which is a minty green colour, and we apply this to any redness on the skin. You may have some high colouring, or you might have the odd breakout that you need to cover, and the reason why we use green is because it's the opposite colour to red on a colour wheel, and so if you use a contrasting colour you neutralise it. So by adding green to red it neutralises it. So we're just going to dab a little bit on any red parts of the face and then push it in with your ring finger. The ring finger applies the least amount of pressure, and so you're not dragging your skin or pushing your skin too hard. Again, when you put the green concealer on, just let it dry for a minute or so. Right, the next product is the foundation. If you try your foundation on your jawline, that's the best place to see whether it actually matches your skin tone. Now I want to show you 2 on the skin, just so that you can see what I mean. If you match the colour of the foundation with your skin tone, then you don't actually need to come down onto your neck area. So we're going to try it on the jawline here. You can see that's a light colour and it suits the skin quite well, but this one, you can see it. So the best colour to use is the nearest to the skin colour, and that way you can just come down to the jawline. I'm just going to remove the dark colour just so that you know that that's where you test your foundation. Now I'm going to apply the foundation with a damp sponge. And the reason I'm doing this is to put the least amount of foundation on the skin, and it helps to push the foundation around the face as well. It's an easier application. So if you push in the foundation in the middle part of your face and just push it all around, okay, and then you can move it with a sponge. I'm using a sponge because I do find it's the easiest format to use when applying the foundation. You might find it easier to apply it with your fingers. The other way to apply it is by using a special foundation brush, and you use it in the same way as a sponge. You dampen it first and then you push it all around the face. If you've got any extra time, this is where you spend the most amount of time that you do have. This is preparing the canvas, and the better it goes on, the longer your makeup will last. So I'm just starting to push it out to the hairline and then down to the jawline. The reason why you only come down to the jawline is because if you wear a high collar, you won't get your foundation on it. Okay. Now with the foundation, you push it all over your eyelids, like so, and then you come down to the lips and put some foundation there as well. This keeps the lipstick on for much longer. Make sure you come underneath the eyes as well. And be careful not to get any excess around the nose area and in the eyebrows. If you do, just comb it or wipe a bit out. Okay. The next product will be the concealer. Most people need a little bit of concealer, and it usually goes underneath the eyes where we've got some dark circles. So you can apply it just underneath the eyes. And the other place I like to put it is above the lips. So when you put your lip liner on, it gives it a lovely crisp outline and highlights your lips. You'll notice I'm again using my ring finger to push in the concealer. Don't drag the concealer, just push it into your skin. The eye area is particularly delicate, so you've got to go really careful. And you will have noticed that I'm applying the concealer over the foundation, and the reason for this is that if you do put it underneath your foundation, you're actually dragging it away from the area that you've just applied it. And also it may be that your foundation actually covers underneath the eyes quite well, and therefore you don't need to use the concealer. So it's always best to apply it above and over the foundation. That way you create a nice good base and you don't move it around. Okay. It may be that you can add a little bit of concealer as well to any redness. Concealers usually reflect the light as well, so they make things much lighter. Okay, if you look up for me, I'm just going to go just underneath the eyes. Okay. In order to set the foundation and concealer, you need to apply a loose powder, and you apply this using a powder brush, which is quite a large brush. It's the largest brush that you would get. And if you brush down the face, you won't coat the hairs too many times. What you're looking to do is to take off any shine and to actually set the foundation so it lasts much longer. So make sure you go over the eyelids, over the lips, and always brush downwards. Right. Try not to put too much powder on, because it actually does block the pores, so the lighter you can go, the better. Okay, and it's okay to have a little bit of shine on the face. It looks quite healthy.